Hello, this is Carolyn. Welcome to my YouTube channel, Single Over 60, Finding a Partner. I did not say looking for a partner, I said finding a partner. There's a big difference. A lot of people can be happily single for a lot of years looking for a partner. And if that's you, that's good. Tune in anyway. But know the difference. There's a difference between looking and finding. Finding means you're getting down to business and that you know what you want. First, not what someone else wants in you. What do you want in a partner? And that's what we're here to look at. I have a text today, and you're going to really enjoy it, and I'm going to enjoy dealing with it. Listen to this. Hello, Carolyn. I am a 67-year-old attractive woman looking for a partner, but I've become fed up with men. I live in an over 55 community, and over the past 18 months, I've been seeing a man living nearby who I will call Joe. I see Joe every Tuesday, Friday, and Saturday nights in an exclusive relationship. The rest of the time, he spends golfing with his friends, with his grandchildren, or playing cards. I am frustrated and unfulfilled with what little time I have with him, but he's perfectly happy. If I step back, there are many women here who would rush in and take my place. I'm miserable. How can I get through to Joe that we need to move forward? Well, first of all, let me say that if you will tune into an earlier YouTube channel, you will find that 72% of us over 60 are single. That's either widowed, divorced, or never married. Of the 72% of us, 53% of us are female. So yes, if you step back, I am certain that there are a lot of women who would go in and take your place. That being said, let me say something else. I'm hearing that you are miserable, unfulfilled, lonely, and fed up with men. Let me say something else about that. Because you're fed up with Joe, does that mean you need to be fed up with men? Because if you are fed up with men and you're looking for a heterosexual relationship, you better not be fed up with men. You better be thinking about that. So narrow your fed up to the one you're fed up with, and let's look at that. I don't know that you're necessarily fed up with Joe. It sounds like Joe is a happy person who enjoys an active and vibrant social life with his friends, playing golfing, playing cards, spending time with his grandchildren, has some really healthy social relationships and social support systems going on there. He's probably a lot of fun to be with. And he enjoys his exclusive relationship with his attractive 67-year-old girlfriend 3 nights a week. Joe seems like a happy and fun person to be with. And you know, you're right. There are a lot of women who would step in and take your place around this happy man with a lot of friends and family and a lot going on. And they would maybe be happy with 3 nights a week in an exclusive relationship. But here's what little I hear about you. You're not. And the one you're probably frustrated with and unhappy with and fed up with is you. How can you get Joe to understand that you two need to move forward? My take on that is pretty simple. You can't. Joe's happy. Are you happy? You're the one who texted me. You're the one who gets my attention today. You're the one who is fed up and miserable and frustrated and unhappy and wanting more. Okay, where are you going to go with that? You're going to look in the mirror and you're going to say, who am I? What do I have going for me? I don't know a darn thing about you except that you're attractive and miserable. What else about you? Do you have friends? Do you have things you love to do? What are you doing on the days that Joe was golfing and with his grandchildren and playing cards? What are you doing? What about those 3 nights a week where you have an exclusive relationship with a boyfriend? What are your options on those nights? Is somebody roping you and tying you and dragging you down to Joe's on the 3 nights a week? Or is there something else you want to do? Are you so unconcerned about your happiness that you're going to stay in an exclusive relationship just because you don't want some other women to come in and hog up Joe? What are you losing? It doesn't sound like you're losing very much. Let me tell you something. When nothing changes, nothing changes. It doesn't sound to me that Joe has any reason to change. It sounds to me like you have plenty of reasons to change. You are an attractive 67-year-old woman. You know, it takes a lot to say about yourself, I'm an attractive 67-year-old woman. You had to put a lot of work into that. You have to keep your youthful figure. You have to look after yourself. You have to respect yourself and love yourself to be an attractive 67-year-old woman, because I know what 67 years can do to a human being, male or female. The gravity can take us right down into the gutter. And you are not there, so let me congratulate you first. And let me also congratulate you for tuning into this channel and for looking at your options and diagnosing your situation. Okay, if nothing changes, nothing changes. Are you ready for a change? If you're ready for a change, what are you willing to do? It could very well be that you've talked to Joe about this any number of times and he has let you know he's completely content. That's okay. It's not his job to live a life of discontentment. It is not his job to make changes he doesn't want to make because your needs and desires and loves are different than his. That's your job. You need to be the one to make changes and not for someone else. You need to make those changes for you. What are you doing during the day? What could you be doing on Tuesday, Thursday, or Tuesday, Friday, and Saturday nights? What do you want? That's what I want you to think about. Yeah, you may lose Joe. And some woman might come in and relieve you of being miserable, unhappy, frustrated, and fed up with men. Please invite those women in. Say, come on over here and you have an exclusive relationship with Joe every Tuesday, Friday, and Saturday night because I'm out of here. And not because you're mad at Joe, not because you're fed up with men, only because you look at yourself in the mirror and say, I'm an attractive 67-year-old woman and I want something right now that I'm not getting, and it's nobody else's job to get that for me. That's my job. I need to do that. And you adore Joe and let him be your best friend and invite him to move on to his higher good. If he doesn't want to get on board with you, then you get on board with you. Think about these things. And the rest of you tuned into this channel today, you look at those things too. Start by looking at yourself. Don't start by looking at what someone else wants from you exclusively 3 days a week and the price you pay just to keep some other woman from moving in. Does this make sense? If it does, you text me and let me know. If you think it doesn't make sense, let me know. Tune into my channel, subscribe, and we will continue on our journey with being single over 60 and finding a relationship. Goodbye for today. See you tomorrow.